Tappa Film Production House presents Checking Connection, baby. Here we go. Going live on the simulcast, folks. Yo, what is up? Fan. Tilt. Pedestal. Truck. Dolly. Zoom with your legs, folks. Zoom with your legs. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Kevin? How you doing, man? Yo, Jen Eric, how you doing, guys? Here, let me cut away from the transitionary thing on the YouTube. Hey, how's it going, guys? What's going down? Doing good? Oh, that's awesome. Yo, welcome. Welcome to Distant Film Education. How's it going? If you're looking at the YouTube, you can notice we got the little poster up here. Tappa Film Majors, Class of 2020 present. First virtual Tappa Film Festival going on June 11th. Get psyched for that. 7:30. Oh, Real Matthew, what's going down, guys? How's it going? How's it going? I don't know if my audio's low. Hey, what's going on, Caden? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, film stars. Yo. Yo. It's nice to have such a big group today. I don't know if Matthew, you were with me yesterday. It's a pretty weird energy lately. Not just like weird, right? Yeah. "2020 is all downhill since January, dude. Kind of, yeah. 2019 was rough, but yeah, 2020, right? It's tough. Yeah, that's for sure. Yo, I'm sorry. Just got out of the shower. Had a lot of stuff boggling in my mind these days, dude. Seriously. Yeah, I hear 2020 is going all downhill since January, but listen up. We got to look forward. Got to make change. Just got to keep voicing our opinions and stuff like that and making some shifts going on. If you watched episode 29, oh yeah, today's episode 30. Whoa, sheesh. Anyways, kind of like went on all in on a lot of stuff, you know. Trying to like, I don't know what the message is today. Oh, big message. Let's get this on there. Boom. Call to action. Write out, draw your message about the current struggle for justice and email them to Mr. Sousa at tappaprovidence.org. We'll print them all out and fill all of Tappa's windows with Tappa student artwork. I think that's an awesome idea. In fact, I think about like vacant Tappa sitting there, and from what I understand, there was a little bit of damage that occurred, but everything is okay. Little window got smashed or something like that, but you know, everything's all good, right? There's bigger things to think about right now than what's going on the sides. The kind of a lot of unrest going on, you know. We're unrestful here ourselves. But yeah, if it, a good way to get this stuff out is thinking about how we can creatively come up with solutions. That's a lot of what I talked about yesterday. Just like come up with actions, not just words, work together. So yeah, I find like that art is an excellent way of just like, it's almost like one of the most accessible ways, I'd say, of like emoting and making sure that you get your voices heard. There's a lot of stuff going to be going on down the pipeline, a lot of different protest events and stuff like that. And as far as that's concerned, we got to stand up for our rights. We got to have courage of conviction. Got to stand up. Although in this COVID era, it's very difficult, and we need to be safe as well. So don't forget, make sure you mask up. That's for sure. If you find yourself in a situation like that, make sure you keep an eye on all that. Another thing is actually I've been following nonstop here, just watching IG lives and seeing everything that's going on across the nation. And it's tragic. Everything is tragic, but I see the one glimmer of hope is I see the way the technology is able to capture this stuff. It's phenomenal. And people are going live for like 6 hours straight, making sure eyes are on, right? We talked about like body cameras and stuff like that. That was like a big topic of debate last year, and don't know when they're turned on or turned off, right? So you got to cover yourself. On top of that, actually, it brings me to a point I did want to talk about, which is when you're doing this kind of live coverage now with streaming and stuff like that, there's a lot of new methodologies and education that we got to think about with that media literacy, right? Ways to actually get a workflow going. One thing I notice is that IG, um, you don't necessarily have the ability to record, right? I had to go through this issue with my stream where actually, what is that call to action? Email Sousa your art. We want to fill up those Tappa windows straight up. Let's make Tappa a sculpture, a representation of us, our voice. We all stand in solidarity. Ugh, just keep going off tangents and stuff like that. Weird episode, I know. Yesterday I came in like a ball of fire. All the energy. Today I'm a little worn out. Oh, but what I was talking about was, when you go IG live, sometimes it doesn't record, or sometimes you don't have the room in your phone to record. But what's wonderful is that if you have support from people who have desktop computers or such, and what you use is screen record, right? So the ability to screen record streams is a really valuable thing, because that way you're able to document or tape things that are out there on the live feed, because we don't know what's going to happen to those phones. We don't know what's going to happen to the actual feed over the air. In fact, Wi-Fi signals are really rough. So anyways, during this era, it's important to document everything. As documentarians, it's responsibility to make sure that we have eyes on all this stuff, to increase visibility. And big shout out to all those on the lives across the nation, across the world, like doing that hard work on the ground. Some really inspiring youth out there with cameras in their pockets streaming this stuff, getting the word out. So yeah, 2020 is positive. Got to rip the band-aid off sometimes. You can't just like keep all this stuff like closed up. It needs to come out in the open. So now we're confronting these challenges, right? Hopefully. seems like we've been confronting it for generations, and now still not get improving. So it's like, confront the issues. That would be a really positive thing for 2020 to all end up with, right? So, well, you think we're going downhill, you know? Well, we're seeing the challenges. COVID, we're not in the dark anymore. We're seeing the challenges. They're right out in the open. So, yeah, I know it's tough. It's tough as hell. But we've got exciting things looking forward to. Next week we have a fantastic group of TAPA seniors that are launching all of their work, and that's an important representation right there. We need to get this out there, right? We need to make sure that we're providing opportunities all around. By empowering ourselves, we trickle that opportunity around, right? Become more powerful with our skills, our network. I'm telling you, network. Get the true network together. Powerful. Down to like one viewer. They're like, yo, Marcoux ranting. Yep. Ranting. But yeah. If you're out there, if you make that decision to get out there, be safe. Because there's a lot of stuff going on right now with violence occurring here and there, and you gotta be safe. Mask up, yo. Mask up. Thanks for that love, yo. Thanks for that love. If you have any questions or anything, I know there's I just launched an assignment last night too. I know, I'm sorry to drop the assignment, but I just wanted to get it all out there. So that way, you have the idea of the final photo project, right? You have the option to do a real distant time lapse, or a real distant metamorphosis, or a real distant whatever you want to do. So, it's that's a very interesting assignment for your final, and you can take it up for your interpretation. We have a lot of abilities right now in this time to be capturing this stuff, and also finding our way to emote or react to it. So, you can take that upon as your assignment as well, or as your own perfect, sense of what you may work on, or imperfect, right? Sorry, so much confusion. Oh, so much confusion. I'm very tired. I'm tired and exhausted. Man. Sitting here in silence, Somber. I'm glad. I'm glad you think it's fun, man. I thought, and honestly, building into this, this was the first, this is a new assignment. This is something that I've been coming up with the last couple weeks, because I've done this concentration unit a lot, right? And developed it over many years. And I was just trying to come up, it's interesting actually. I was trying to come up with something fresh. And originally in the concentration, you had to do a minute landscape, Matthew. A minute landscape. Now, you inspired me actually, because I think it was the recipe or the definition was the landscape. So I thought about it and you inspired me. I was like, dude, he captured his landscape, and that's the assignment down the line. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, landscape may be a very challenging way to approach an assignment right now.
a lot of us are stuck inside and we're not like looking at this huge landscape or anything like that. However, I thought, oh, well, there's the landscape of our home, the landscape of our mind. However, I was just kind of like, I don't know if it's the right prompt. So, I thought about this era and stuff like that and how we're all in isolation. And I was just thinking about like a butterfly metamorphosis, or, I showed you guys, oh my, did you just see that? That was actually kind of funny. I think I'm gonna leave that. That's kind of funny. He just tipped over. But anyways, metamorphosis in that like your body or your mind or your spirit totally shifts or changes through like some kind of natural progression, like you're going to go through another stage in life, like there's another purpose to your being or something like that. And then I thought about us being in these kind of cocoons out there, right? Like we're all in these sort of cocoons, these mental cocoons, these physical cocoons. You can see my little studio over here. I feel so sorry for my daughter, Rusty. She sits here and does her distance learning, and it's like the little cocoon, and it's and out of this we're reforming, and our cells are reproducing, our cells are dying and being reproduced. So we walk out of this and we're like a totally new symbiotic being, right? 3 months ago maybe all those cells are gone and they've replenished into these new cells that's still you and I. So the same thing with the butterfly. The butterfly kills all the d- from the caterpillar, all of a sudden molts and lets all this cellular um, waste die and dry up as it reforms and creates a new cellular body and flies away and flutters to another part of the globe. So yeah, metamorphosis in a physical sense, in a mental sense, in an abstract sense, in a personified sense, in a symbolic sense. You know how this is. Concentration is all about webbing the mind out, an artist's mindset, and considering how you can take artist's mindset and push it towards one particular detail and really empower yourself with that skill set. Yo, what's up? OMG. That's super cheesy of me to say, but ladies and gentlemen, Scott Ilario is in the building. Sheesh. Scott Ilario, adjunct filmmaker in residence. Yo, your class is graduating, man. If you're looking on the YouTube, you can see we have the first virtual Tappa Film Festival, class of 2020, rocking it, June 11th, 7 o'clock, virtual doors on YouTube. Yo, Tappa Stars YouTube channel. Subscribe, my buddy. Yo. Scott Ilario's in the building. You just made my day, bro. It's having a real slow start today. Yo. Shout out to Ilario. OMG. Getting all cheesy with the OMG child language. Yo. Yeah, but if you're on the YouTube, you can see we have a poster for the first virtual Tappa Film Festival. And actually, it's really confusing because that's my YouTube. So it's Nick Marcoux, the real Marcoux. Search it up. That's where we've been blasting these live streams daily, 11 a.m. Yo, we're persistent. We get through it no matter what. All right. And yeah, we talk a lot of media literacy today. One thing I mentioned is that it's phenomenal with this IG live technology. I've been learning a lot. Actually, I'm interested in playing around with groups too. That's a new feature on IG to play with and experiment. But yeah, in this, era that we're in, it's just a phenomenal way of logging footage. If you don't have room on your phone, you can easily log it on IG. And then if you screen record it later on a desktop, you can actually take that material and log it or edit it, right? Actually, I really hope to see some coverage. And, it's great to have people collaborating. So that way, if you have someone in the field who's filming, you have someone at a home base that's actually screen recording the stuff. So that way, you're making sure that you get all that work. You can create your own little media empire just with your phone nowadays. It's really phenomenal. And, that's the one nice thing, Matthew, about 2020 is, we've had all these tools and we've all been complacent about these tools. And then all of a sudden the COVID era started and it was like, holy crap, there's like a video chat feature on this, or holy crap, I've been using this Facebook dummy technology for like stupid things, and now I can actually use it to like bog down bog down threads or bog down whatever, or make a statement or like shift mindset, right? Or maybe I could start my own media empire and help like revert some of the ridiculous propaganda that's out there. Remember? Read into those headlines, read other headlines, and do your research before you start blasting stuff. Little tip. Little tip. Yo, I got 2 viewers today. This is kicking, man. Kicking. Yeah, so Oscar fell over and I kind of left him here. Um he's in this balancing precarious scenario right now, but what's interesting is this kind of like this nice kind of shallow depth of field happening right here where he is closer to the lens, right? And my autofocus is clearly focused on my eye right around here. And then we have a little soft focus back here for this reel right here. So it's kind of a neat dynamic happening right there. Ooh. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay. Hey, film majors, I don't know if you're out there, particularly the seniors, because that sounds interesting to me because, actually I watched Ray Bakari's Rough Cut last night, and it's awesome. I had a ton of comments to make for him in my overcritical Marcoux fashion, but one thing I noticed was some copyrighted music. I noticed he did use some copyright-free music, which I always suggest, and especially for the longevity of your artwork. But then he flipped it up and he put like a new copyrighted beat off the top, which I was a little like this. But I'll suggest that to them today. So Tappa Seniors, Scott Ilario's out there with some film scores. Yo, Ilario is out there for you for some with some film scores. OMG. The little kid teenager in me coming out. Yeah. Millennial style. Nope. Gen X, baby. Yo. But that is interesting. Because if you want some copyright free music, there you go. And from the pro. This man, yo, oh my God. These guys are like up with like nominated for the Peabody Award. They were up for the Oscars like 2018, was it? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Shout out to you guys. Hale County this evening. Amazing documentary. And we've watched that actually in Tappa Film. Phenomenal. Ramel Ross. Shout out to Ramel Ross. The dude is phenomenal. And it was amazing that he came to visit the Tappa Film Majors years ago. And it was just so brilliant and earnest. Yo, get your music. I know, it's tough because we don't have the connection. Actually, Mr. David and I were talking about that. We're like, oh, there's so many things we want to do and collaborate. We're just like satellites now. But yo, oh man, in the future we definitely need more collaboration between, get music majors making some scores. That'd be phenomenal. We've seen that in the past. We've seen some amazing music videos come out of those collaborations. That's what it's all about. But oh man, some scores from an Oscar nominated. Oh, film score. If that's what you call it. I don't know. That's definitely not the proper term. Yo, all students out there, feel free to DM me with any questions about this assignment too. Real Distant Metamorphosis. Hey, I didn't mention much about the time lapse, but that was inspired by Aniele Cabrera. Yo, that was Josue Cabrera's sister, Mr. Ilario. That kid's a monster too. He makes some great photos. But anyways, she had done a time lapse out her window, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. So I was like, oh man, this may actually inspire some Tappa film majors. Like, this is a great technique to learn. It's tough to work with a camera as light changes, because especially if you're in an auto function, because the camera's wanting to compensate. So if you're going to do the real distant time lapse, my suggestion is get that camera out of auto mode and lock in your exposure for your time lapse, because as the light shifts, that way your camera won't shift with it. and look robotic and funky, unless you're going for that effect. I always talk about trying to break effects to make new and interesting things, but from a technical side of things, photography wise, lock in exposure if you're going after that time lapse, particularly at a window, because the light's going to change and you want that to be constant, so we can see nature evolve in front of us instead of a robot trying to keep up with nature, which is an interesting thing to play with too. Yo, guys, we're 27 minutes in, folks. Again, if you have any messages to send or art that you want to display at Tappa on the building, yo, Real Jonathan, what is up? Real Jonathan, Scott Ilario is in the thread. Real Jonathan, Jonathan F, the man, the myth, the legend. Yo, actually, you know what? If you're on the YouTube, I gotta share some of the senior posters, because that's my poster. Not as good as my senior posters, which really makes the difference. Really makes the difference. What I'm psyched about with my seniors this year, I gotta say, is that this is, again, 2020, very difficult. But dude, like, I keep losing my train of thought because I'm wicked tired today. But the fact that like you guys are out there doing it yourselves. That's what it means. Oh, that's what it all means. That you're out there having to do everything yourself and you're picking up the pace with it. You don't need Mr. Marcoux training wheels anymore. Get on that bike and ride. Oof. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready for a career in filmmaking. I would hire you, definitely, over a lot of people that say they're filmmakers. You've had 6 years of experience focused on film as a normal class, right? I gotta tout out, I mean, like, media literacy for days, folks. It needs to be like a regular class program. That would actually be another nice little step in the direction of positive change, right? Media literacy needs to be a regular class. Hello. We, yeah, we need to always increase English, math, and all these, in science and history. We always need to increase that STEM, right? We need all that. But media literacy alone, we're bombarded by visuals, particularly in the video chat age that we've become, right? And man, terrible shots too. Terrible video chat shots out there. Get creative, folks. Get creative with your photo, I don't know. I don't know. Thanks for the love out there. Real Jonathan. So Mr. Ilario just said he has some potential film scores that came across his desk. So if you need music for your film, Real Jonathan's making a documentary about the class of 2020. Yo, it's sick what he's done already. He's embarrassed me horribly, which is really hilarious. And it's just like the raw. It's like the locker room that type of film majors are this year. We're all boys. It's crazy. Yo, shout out to Deshelle, by the way. Deshelle was our original. She was the only girl in the class. And man, I hope you're doing great things, honey. And feel free to reach out anytime with any questions. But yeah, your all boys group that you have to deal with, they're graduating. Oh boy. The locker room. The locker room. I almost named the show Locker Room, but I wasn't quite sure. I didn't want to impose that on you guys. So yeah, we're calling it the first virtual Tappa Film Festival. We've never called it a film festival. I think we're trying to raise this thing up. And I want you guys to leave and know that you were the first. You were the first virtual Tappa Film Festival. The first. Right? Because guess what? Even if we're in a theater, I think we're going live anyways. I think this has changed everything. Live streaming is just like, it's not going to go away. It's not like we're going to be like, oh yeah, we're back home, we're back in school and stuff like that. What about all that stuff we learned? No way. No way. That's going to help us. That's going to help us like evolve in these new challenges. So let's evolve with it. Guys, we're out there, we're pioneers, right? You're out there with the camera, you're streaming, you're a pioneer. Let me know if you need a screen record or something like that. If you're out there and you're like, I need support. I don't know where my footage is or something like that. Post it out there. Start watch parties, right? Get the message out there. There's a lot of dudes, man. 7 dudes. Yep. We all trash talk too, a lot. Oh man. So yeah, Making of a Journalist, that's Ray Bakari's film. I love his poster. Really chill. We went through some graphic changes with this, and I'm so psyched with what you came up with here. The lens that, really represents your experience with what he's talking about, because they won C-SPAN second place 2 years in a row. Yo, class of 21, no, 2021, class of 2021. Yo, you guys got to step up to bat. C-SPAN next year. We're already two-time second place champions. Yo, you're going to finish your documentary, Matthew. I've talked to the people, right? We can't get to that computer right now, but we will get to this, okay? For sure. And, I got to shout out Real Matthew, because he's going to have his shot on PBS. We're getting that on PBS, baby. Yeah, I'm saying it here, because that film is magnificent, about the Soul Gallery Latino artist group that formulated through Providence over basically seems like a couple, um, trying to think how long they've been around, almost 20 years. I've been out here for a long time, so I remember hearing about Soul Gallery for quite a while. And the paintings and the gallery show that they exhibited was just phenomenal. Matthew captured all that, and he had a chance to interview Rafael Diaz, who is the founder of Soul Gallery. It's a phenomenal documentary, so look forward to that in the fall time. You're going to get there, man, because your film's almost there. I think the separation might be a good thing, because then you come with fresh eyes and you'll be like, oh, everything's in place. I could just go, mwah, and it's gorgeous, because already the film is truly engaging. Good balance between interview talking head and natural happenings. That makes a good documentary. A rhythm and flow to informational stuff, and then just breathing the air with the subject, right? I'll be in your DMs, Marcoux. Yeah, baby. Wah, wah. Yep, that wasn't gonna happen, right? That wasn't gonna happen. Nope. Nope, we kept him. That's right. We keep all you Tappa film majors, yo. Not letting you go, yo. I can't wait to hire you guys. Oh my god, I can't wait to hire these guys, Scott. Cannot wait. Yo, and alumni, call me up, yo. I lost a lot of work, but I'm looking at new working potential and stuff like that. Something hits. Guess what? We're crewing up. We're crewing up. That's what it's all about. Take it over. Take it over. Yo, anyways, that was the Making of a Journalist poster. Let's see if I can get Jonathan's up there. I know I'm kind of going a little late now. Well, 34 minutes, not too bad. Let's go. Sorry. I am not entertaining today. Oh, I gotta throw this up there for a second. Yo! Yeah. Yeah. End it. Went all into the, if you want to watch me rant some, 29, episode 29. It's actually in the bio. Link in the bio, I guess. I gotta get better at that promotion. But no promoting today. Only one message today. Oh my goodness. I got to get Patrick's up there. Patrick, he did this awesome picture right here, which I love. Phenomenal. And then he did the poster. Where's your poster, bro? Where is your poster? Quiet Marcoux today. You can hear Bewitched in the background. My daughter watching. Oh yeah. Bewitched. Man. Oh, here we go. Inside Out. Boom! Take it easy, Ilario. Peace out, man. We'll be in touch. But yeah, we got Patrick. Patrick's Head. Inside Out. Patrick's Head. I love this piece. Then we got Jonathan. Where are we at, Jonathan? So yeah, seniors, get in those posters, because we're going to put them into circulation very soon. Man. Keep an eye on you guys. I got a lot of talking going on today. This is a good one. They're all about the community.
Yeah, they are all about the community. We're talking about the
Soul Gallery documentary created by the real Matthew. It's gonna be awesome, though. It's gonna be awesome. Yo, I'm having a tough time this morning. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Yo, yeah, so this is Jonathan's poster. And again, his piece is about a documentary kind of about the locker room that is the Tapped Film Class of 2020. Look forward to these guys. You better all join. I want hundreds, thousands, millions, watch parties for days, stream within a stream. Oh, we're talking about that right now. Screen record to a stream record to a stream it everywhere. All next week, all right? So, June 10, June 11, June 12, June 13. Every night, 7 o'clock. Just be ready. Tune in. Tap a stars. Subscribe. Tap a stars. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Subscribe here too. We love your subscriptions. It's good because we get to keep in contact, and you can always drop me whenever you feel like it. But again, anybody has any questions, DMs, questions, messages, concerns, need love, mental love, I got it for you. Thank you. But yeah, look forward to 11 o'clock tomorrow stream. I promise I'll be a little bit better than this today. It's just I had so many things that I wanted to say. Sometimes when you think about like everything that you want to say, it all gets mixed up, and then like you're like, which one was I supposed to say, right? But I have some stuff I want to go over. Look forward to if you have any questions about the real distant metamorphosis, real distant time lapse, let me know. Shout out to everyone. Peace. Keep it real.